Hey everyone, welcome back to Null Mitgo channel. Today is January 7th, 2026, and CES is absolutely drowning us in AI news. From next-gen chips and cloud gaming to smart toilets, robot workers, and AI on your TV. I've pulled together 10 of the biggest AI stories from NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, Google, Wired, Engadget, Ars Technica, and Hugging Face. And we're going to connect all the dots so you can see where this is all headed. Let's jump straight in. Story 1. NVIDIA's grand blueprint, Rubin, Cosmos, and gaming. First up, NVIDIA basically tried to set the tone for the entire year at CES. This news comes from the NVIDIA blog and was released on January 5th, 2026. In their CES 2026 special presentation, NVIDIA founder and CEO Jensen Huang took the stage at the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, and laid out what he called a blueprint for the future. His core message, accelerated computing plus AI, has fundamentally reshaped computing, and AI is now scaling into every domain and every device. A big part of that blueprint is the new Rubin platform. You might also hear it called Vera Rubin in some coverage, which is NVIDIA's next generation architecture meant to power everything from giant data centers down to edge devices and autonomous systems. Think, the foundation for the next wave of AI models, robots, and self-driving cars. To see how serious NVIDIA is about Rubin, let's connect that to another article. This news comes from Wired Artificial Intelligence and was released on January 5th, 2026. Wired reports that NVIDIA's new Vera Rubin chips are already in full production. That's a big deal. It means Rubin isn't just a slide deck, it's hardware that's shipping. According to Wired, these chips are designed to sharply cut the cost of training and running AI models and to make NVIDIA's integrated platform even more appealing. Lower cost per unit of compute is exactly what you need if you want AI in every domain and every device, as Huang said. So on one side you have the NVIDIA blog painting the big vision at CES, and on the other, Wired confirming that the silicon behind that vision is real and in production. Rubin is the backbone of NVIDIA's strategy. Now let's zoom into one specific slice of that strategy, gaming and graphics. This news comes from the NVIDIA blog and was released on January 6, 2026. NVIDIA announced that GeForce Now, their cloud gaming service, is getting a major upgrade. It's now powered by GeForce RTX 5080 class performance running on the NVIDIA Blackwell RTX platform. On top of that, they're bringing new GeForce Now apps to Linux PCs and Amazon Fire TV. So more devices, more games, and more ways to play with AI-enhanced graphics, all streamed from the cloud. At the same time, NVIDIA is pushing AI even harder inside the graphics pipeline itself. This news also comes from the NVIDIA blog and was released on January 6th, 2026. They announced DLSS 4.5, which introduces dynamic multi-frame generation and a new 6x multi-frame generation mode, plus a second generation transformer model for DLSS super resolution. Over 250 games and apps now support DLSS. The idea is simple. Use increasingly smart AI models to generate extra frames and upscale images so you get higher performance and better visuals without needing impossibly powerful local hardware. Put this together: Rubin in the data center, Blackwell RTX for cloud gaming, DLSS 4.5 for smarter rendering, and more endpoints like Linux PCs and Fire TV. NVIDIA's blueprint isn't just about training giant models, it's about turning every screen and device into an AI-accelerated endpoint. Story 2. AMD strikes back, AI PCs level up. Of course, NVIDIA isn't the only one trying to define the AI future at CES. AMD is pushing hard on the AI PC front. This news comes from Engadget Tech News and was released on January 6, 2026. Engadget reports that AMD has unveiled its new Ryzen AI 400 chips. These are designed for both laptops and desktops and represent a big step up from last year's hardware. The key spec, up to 60 TOPS on the XDNA 2 NPU. That's the neural processing unit dedicated to AI tasks, which is comfortably above the 40 TOPS minimum Microsoft set for Copilot plus PCS. The flagship Ryzen AI 9 HX475 packs up to 12 Zen 5 CPU cores, boost clocks up to 5.2 GHz, and very fast memory support. Even the lower-end Ryzen AI 5430 still has a 50 TOPS NPU. AMD is claiming up to 30% faster multitasking, 70% faster content creation, and 10% faster gaming compared to their previous generation, plus better performance on battery. Engadget is pretty blunt that the AI PC branding last year didn't exactly light the world on fire, and Microsoft's Copilot Plus features weren't killer apps, but this new generation of chips is about building the underlying capability. Enough on-device AI horsepower to actually run meaningful models locally, not just call the cloud. So while NVIDIA is pushing the cloud and data center with Rubin and Blackwell, AMD is trying to make sure your personal machine can also do serious AI work on its own. Story 3. Microsoft, Agentic AI for Data Engineering. Speaking of Microsoft, they're also quietly trying to solve one of the least glamorous but most important problems in AI data. This news comes from the official Microsoft blog and was released on January 5th, 2026. Microsoft announced the acquisition of a company called Osmos. According to the Microsoft blog, Osmos is an agentic AI data engineering platform designed to simplify complex, time-consuming data workflows. In plain English, it uses AI agents to automate things like cleaning, transforming, and moving data between systems. Microsoft is planning to integrate Osmos into Microsoft Fabric, their unified analytics platform. The problem they're targeting is very real. Organizations have data scattered everywhere, but turning that into something AI can use is still manual, slow, and expensive. If NVIDIA and AMD are building the compute and hardware for AI, Microsoft is trying to automate the plumbing, the data pipelines that feed those models. Agentic AI here means autonomous or semi-autonomous agents that can watch your data flows, fix issues, and connect systems with minimal human intervention. So we've got a pattern emerging. Compute platforms getting stronger, and now the data layer getting more automated. Story 4. Google. AI in your living room and on the factory floor. Next, let's talk about Google, which is pushing AI all the way from your TV to industrial robots. First, the living room. This news comes from Ars Technica's AI coverage and was released on January 5th, 2026. Ars Technica reports that Google TV is getting a major Gemini update. Google is bringing several of its Gemini family models to the TV environment, including Nano, Banana, and Veo. The headline features, Google TV will let you generate and watch AI content directly on your big screen. That could mean AI-generated visuals, videos, or dynamic backgrounds powered by Veo, plus more personalized recommendations and experiences using Gemini on-device or in the cloud. There's also new voice control for system settings, so you can use natural language to adjust things like picture mode or audio. The big idea. The TV is no longer just a dumb display with a recommendation engine. It's becoming an AI-native device that can generate and transform media in real time and respond to more natural voice commands. Now take that same Gemini brain and move it from your TV to a factory floor. This news comes from Wired Artificial Intelligence and was released on January 5th, 2026. Wired reports that Google DeepMind is teaming up with Boston Dynamics to integrate Gemini into the humanoid robot Atlas. The goal is to have Gemini effectively take control of humanoid robots working in auto factories. Instead of robots only executing a set of pre-programmed motions, The combination of Gemini and Atlas aims to give them higher-level reasoning and adaptability. In theory, that could let robots understand instructions more like humans, adjust to changing environments, and handle more complex tasks in manufacturing. So we have a continuum. Gemini powering your entertainment experience on Google TV, and Gemini powering robots that might assemble your car. AI is spreading from pure software into media and now into physical systems. Story 5. Physical AI and Advanced Reasoning. That brings us to another piece of the puzzle: how AI reasons about the physical world. This news comes from the Hugging Face blog and was released on January 5th, 2026. Hugging Face, in collaboration with NVIDIA, announced NVIDIA Cosmos Reason 2 brings advanced reasoning to physical AI. The blog focuses on Cosmos Reason 2, which is about giving AI systems better reasoning capabilities when they interact with the physical world. Think robots, autonomous machines, and other embodied agents. While the summary is brief, the framing is clear. This is about physical AI, which means going beyond pattern recognition on text or images, and actually understanding cause and effect, spatial relationships, and multi-step tasks in environments with real constraints. When you connect this with the Wired story about Gemini controlling Boston Dynamics Atlas, you can see the broader trend. The AI community is working to give robots not just perception, but reasoning, the ability to plan, adapt, and act intelligently in messy real-world settings. NVIDIA's Rubin platform and Cosmos Reason 2, Google's Gemini on Atlas, and Microsoft's agentic AI in Fabric are all different sides of the same coin, making AI more autonomous and more capable in complex environments, whether that's data systems or physical spaces. Story 6. AI in your bathroom. Smart toilets and health pads. From robots on the factory floor, let's move to your bathroom. This news comes from Engadget Tech News and was released on January 6th, 2026. Engadget reports that Vivu, known for home urinalysis, showed up at CES 2026 with two new health monitoring products. First is the Vivu Smart Toilet. It clips onto your existing toilet bowl and uses optical sensors to monitor your hydration levels. Instead of using reactive chemical strips like their 2023 model, the new device collects a small urine sample in a little cup, performs non-contact optical testing, and then releases it. It measures specific gravity, basically how dense your urine is, which can indicate dehydration, overhydration, or potential issues like diabetes or kidney problems. You trigger a reading through a smartphone app, and once the test is complete, the data is pushed back to your device. Vivu says the battery can handle over 1,000 measurements before needing a recharge, and the battery pack is outside the bowl, so you don't have to constantly uninstall the sensor to clean or charge it. There's a bit of shade thrown at competitors like Withings. Engadget notes that Vivu is emphasizing that its product supports far more tests on a single charge compared to cartridge-based systems. Second, Vivu announced the Hygienic Flow Pad, a menstrual pad infused with microfluidics. It's designed to monitor markers like follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH, which is relevant for fertility, ovarian health, and perimenopause. After wearing it, the user scans the pad with their phone camera using the Vivu app, similar to other at-home tests. Vivu is targeting a price of around $4 to $5 per pad, though there's no launch date yet. The smart toilet is available for early orders now, with an early bird price of $99 and no subscription, shipping in March. A second early batch is planned for June, and general availability starts in September 2026 at $129 plus a $6 per month subscription. What's interesting here is how AI health monitoring is creeping into everyday objects. No lab visit, no special trip, just passive or semi-passive data collection in your normal routine. It fits the broader theme we've seen today. AI moving into every device, every room, and every workflow. Story 7. Connecting the dots. Let's zoom out and connect everything we've just covered. From the NVIDIA blog and Wired, we have Rubin in full production and DLSS 4.5 plus Blackwell RTX powering cloud gaming. That's the high-end compute backbone. From Engadget, we have AMD's Ryzen AI 400 chips bringing serious NPUs to laptops and desktops, and Vivu's smart toilet and FlowPad bringing AI-driven health monitoring into the home. That's AI at the edge, on consumer devices, and even in the bathroom. From the Microsoft blog, we have the acquisition of Osmos to add agentic AI data engineering into Microsoft Fabric. That's AI automating the data plumbing behind the scenes. From Ars Technica and Wired's AI coverage, we have Google's Gemini powering both your TV with AI-generated media and your factory floor with humanoid robots. That's AI bridging entertainment and industrial automation. And from the Hugging Face blog, we have NVIDIA Cosmos Reason 2 pushing advanced reasoning in physical AI, giving robots and embodied systems better planning and understanding of the real world. The common thread: AI is no longer a single product or a single app. It's becoming an invisible layer across compute infrastructure, operating systems, consumer electronics, industrial robots, and even health hardware. NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, Google, Hugging Face, and startups like Vivu are all working on different pieces of the same ecosystem: compute, data, reasoning, interfaces, and sensors. CES 2026 isn't just about flashy gadgets. It's about solidifying the stack that will power the next decade of AI-first experiences. Outro: where to learn more. If you want to dig deeper into any of these stories, here are the sources again. NVIDIA's CES 2026 blueprint, Rubin platform, GeForce Now updates, and DLSS 4.5 details are all on the NVIDIA blog. The Rubin production story and the Gemini-powered Atlas robot coverage are from Wired's Artificial Intelligence section. AMD's Ryzen AI 400 chips and Vivu's smart health products are covered by Engadget Tech News. Microsoft's acquisition of Osmos and its integration into Fabric is on the official Microsoft blog. Google TV's Gemini update is detailed in Ars Technica's AI and Google coverage. And NVIDIA Cosmos, Reason 2 for physical AI, is explained on the Hugging Face blog. I'll have all those links listed in the video description so you can read the original reporting and technical posts from NVIDIA, AMD, Microsoft, Google, Hugging Face, Engadget, Wired, and Ars Technica. If you found this roundup useful, make sure you subscribe to Null Miko so you don't miss the next wave of AI news coming out of CES and beyond. Let me know in the comments which of these developments you think is the most impactful. Rubin in full production, Gemini on robots, AIPCS, or AI in your bathroom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.